Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen. Today we're checking out the Andor Season 2 trailer. We watched Season 1 when it first came out. We actually reacted to it on the channel. Some new Star Wars news is that Kathleen Kennedy was reported by like Hollywood Reporter and Variety to be stepping down as the head of Lucasfilm. And so a lot of people on the internet were rejoicing over that.
Because I think she's responsible for like
the decline in quality and storytelling and various other things. So that's some recent news.
Pretty horrible. Jesus.
They've been going after her for a while, and not entirely without cause. There are channels that just go on and on and on about her, so I don't really want to do that. But Andor was one of those shows, one of those series that was like a surprising, refreshing piece of Star Wars that I really enjoyed. I know that when we did it, you really enjoyed it too. So I'm excited to check out the trailer, but I think even us have been kind of fizzing out a little bit with some of the Star Wars content. We didn't watch The Acolyte. I know a lot of people really hated on that. I like to just sort of watch it to form my own opinion, but we never got around to it. If you were to tell me years ago that there would be like Star Wars material that I didn't check out or didn't jump on right away, I don't think I would believe you, because I love Star Wars so much. How are you feeling about it?
I remember Andor being very good. I specifically remember the episode with Andy Serkis and the prison, how much I loved that episode. And I also remember the storyline feeling a lot more complex than some of the other Star Wars content that we have watched. Felt a lot more adult.
Yes.
So yeah, it was a very good season, I think.
I agree. Well, I'm excited, so let's go ahead and check out the Season 2 trailer of Andor.
Fear no war. You want to fight?
What?
Or you want to win?
All right.
Yep. What?
Night a dream
Oh, got it!
that the world had turned. All our hopes have come to be. The revolution starts now.
Oh, wow.
All right.
It's a surprising song choice for you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A lot of explosions.
A lot of action.
You're here, you're right here, and you're ready to fight!
Very cool. Yeah, the tone of that, a lot of it was like, this show is following up on a really good season, you know? Not a whole lot of storyline stuff, but a lot of little cameos from Rogue One that we got to see. A lot of explosions, like you pointed out. I'm just really surprised by the song choice. I've never heard like that type of music
I was
in
too.
Star Wars.
That's exactly what I thought. I don't know how I feel about trailers that have just a plethora of reviews by
critics and stuff.
Yeah, reviews by critics just labeled across the entire trailer. That kind of puts me off a little bit. The action itself in the trailer looked really good. Specifically because I remember Andor kind of being, at least the first half of season 1, it being a little bit slower.
It's a slower series, yeah.
Yeah, so this trailer really looks like it picks up right away and is just really action-packed throughout. I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, I loved Rogue One. I think that was like some of the best. If you go back far enough, a lot of people have forgotten now, but when Disney first bought Lucasfilm and bought Star Wars, the first projects were Episode 7, which people at the time, the critics were like, this is not a bad start. It's kind of a little similar to New Hope, but not bad footing. We're meeting new characters, getting some legacy characters, whatever. And then right after that was not 8, it was Rogue One. And Rogue One was like hailed. I loved it. Most people loved it. We were like, maybe Disney owning Star Wars isn't such a bad thing, you know, they're starting strong. And then it kind of went sort of downhill shortly after that. So the connections to Rogue One, I'm really interested in. So seeing him like looking out over the construction of the Death Star, which those machines they were building at the tail end of the first season of Andor were components for the Death Star. So I'm excited to see all that connection, and it's hard with Star Wars to try and like fit in significant stories in the continuity. We learned that when we were doing our short film. We're like, where does this actually take place, and how can we make it take place in a way that doesn't contradict future or past events? That can be challenging, but I think Andor is doing a great job with that. And I'm excited to see how they're going to fit story in, you know, in before Rogue One and therefore before Episode 4. I think it's going to be a good time, especially if it keeps up the themes and the pacing and taking the story seriously that I feel like the first season did. But of course, these are just some of our thoughts on watching the trailer for the first time. So leave us a comment down below. It might have been some stuff that we missed, so fill us in there if that's the case. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe. You can be notified when we post the next video. We got a bunch of cool exclusive stuff on Patreon right now, like Arcane. We're in the middle of the second season. We're only a few episodes from finishing that out. It's available for all tiers. But anyway, that's it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Take care.